This is a first impression video of the recently aired Chinese web drama Sword Dynasty, 剑王朝. And it's actually my second time filming it because the first time I said the whole thing and then I forgot to press record. Hi, you're watching Avenix, where junkie and good storytelling shares their thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. 剑王朝 Sword Dynasty aired last Friday. It's exclusively on the platform iQIYI in China and it has 34 episodes. So to make this impression video, I actually watched 7.5 episodes over the weekend. It's a lot of work. Judging from what I've said, you probably have already guessed that I don't have the best thing to say about it. But before I start talking about the things that I observed from this drama, first let me introduce you to the background. 剑王朝 Sword Dynasty is based on a web novel again. This actually has already been made into an anime as a collaboration project between Japanese and Chinese animators. So this live action is actually the second adaptation of the original web novel material. The original book is actually really long. It's close to 2 million Chinese characters, half the size of Joy of Life, and 4 times as long as Guardian, to give you an idea about how big this drama potentially could be. But then it only has 34 episodes. Probably a huge amount of plot compression and cut. Since I haven't actually read the novel, I don't know much about how much plot got cut out of the current version of the drama. Also, I cannot find any information on whether actually the 34 episodes is the so-called sort of first season of things, whether there's gonna be follow-up, more seasons, or at least something that's filmed and then gonna air as a second part. I actually couldn't find out the information anywhere. So if you actually know it, please leave it in a comment. In the novel's setting, there are levels of like swordsmanship that people can get, and even the king of the kingdom is actually a big practitioner of that. So it's clearly not based on real history, but it's set in real Chinese historical period time with like Qing kingdom and other different kingdoms, so it's pretty much a warring state. Because these days in China, when you make a period drama, if you're actually referring to real historical period, and then your story is actually against the canon or different from the actual historical canon, it's not allowed. Therefore, this type of drama needs to change country names. So in the drama that you watch, you wouldn't hear Qingguo or Zhaoguo or whatever guo. You would hear a lot of never existed kingdom names. You can read it as fantasy, but then you can see a lot of like costume hairstyle is actually a reference to Qing, so that's just what it is right now in China. The original novel is pretty much a 重生复仇 story, so rebirth and revenge story. But so far, judging from what I've seen in the drama, they probably took out the 重生 rebirth part, only has the revenge part, because I guess rebirth is also not allowed in censorship. Because I doubt I'll finish watching this drama, so probably my questions will never get answered, but it's okay. That is a very brief introduction of the original material that this drama is based on. Now let's get into talk about the actual drama. Like I said, I've watched 7.5 episodes of the first 12 episodes that have aired, and there are a couple of things that made me feel the experience is pretty painful. I mean, I really wanted to give up after the first 1 or 2 episodes, but I was like, it would be unfair if you don't actually see enough to make a first impression, so I went through 7.5. But since I've already spent my time, here is my observation. I think this drama has a lot of problems. First, biggest problem is the plot, the script itself, that is extremely unfriendly to drama viewers. By which I mean, if you've never read the book, you don't know about the background story, and this drama will look like Confusion Corner. If you've lived in Winnipeg, Canada, you will know what that place is. It doesn't actually explain a lot of the things like background stories, who is who, what is what. It just goes straight into the story, and there's so many characters that just bombard you. And if you don't know anything about the background, it becomes extremely confusing. And the drama actually doesn't put effort into explaining it. I mean, up to the point of like episode 7.5, I still am not quite sure exactly what's going on or who is who and what is what. I think the script writing of this drama is very problematic. If that's because they try to cram 2 million characters worth of content into 34 episodes, maybe that's one reason. For me, it's just like very hard to follow this drama. Second problem, the dubbing problem. Apart from I think 1 or 2 roles that use their own voice in ADR, most of the characters are dubbed in this drama, and that's very problematic because unfortunately this drama's dubbing is not well done. I hardly ever criticize dubbing because I think most of the dubbing work, especially in period drama in China, actually are very well done, but this drama has problems. First, they pick 2 voices of the lead actress and actor that do not fit onto the roles. Then they do not really resemble the actual actor and actresses in real life. Unfortunately, I'm very familiar with what Li Xian sounds like in real life, and also Li Yitong sounds like in real life. So when I hear those 2 voices, I'm immediately out of the story because I know it's not them. And to make it worse, I think they changed lines, maybe for censorship. So the dubbed lines are actually different from what the actor actually spoke. So the mouth sometimes do not fit, and that just takes you out so strongly. As if that's not the worst thing. The voice actor, especially I think for Li Xian, really didn't work to fit his voice onto that face. I mean the mouth movement and muscle movement, because everybody has a different way of speaking. If you spend a little bit effort, observe carefully, you will see a particular type of mouth movement will make a particular type of sound. And because I think the voice actor didn't really observe the actor's movement, there are many occasions where even the lines are actually the same. It doesn't sound like it comes out of their mouth because it doesn't fit the movement. Li Xian has been dubbed by other actors too. For example, in Tianjin Mystic, he was actually dubbed by the same voice actor who did Wei Wuxian, Xiao Zhan's role in The Untamed. If you watch these 2 roles side by side, it's very easy to tell actually it's the same person's voice. But Lu Zhixing is a great voice dubber. First, he would change his vocal quality to fit into different roles. So Wei Wuxian actually sounds a little bit different, the vocal quality, than say Xiao Heshen in Tianjin Mystic. The second part is he would actually fit his voice to the mouth movement of the actor. So it sounds like Xiao Zhan is talking. It sounds like Li Xian is talking in these 2 dramas, and it's very different. If you're very sensitive to that, you can actually tell. Li Xian has that squirrel kind of a cheek thing, and so he speaks in a very different way, say, as Xiao Zhan does. And the voice actor actually did very careful observation to make it feel like it comes out of the actual person, whereas in this drama, it doesn't. It doesn't come out of his face. And I'm super sensitive to that it puts me off. Third thing, styling. Li Xian's styling is really just not good. I just can't accept it as a lead actor to have that styling. That's it. I can't say more. I'm like, I don't like it. It looks really bad on camera. It's hard for me to watch. Fourth thing, very minor, is color grading. I don't like it. They graded a little bit orange teal, but less on the teal, extremely on the orange side. Occasionally people start to bleed in orange blood. That's a style I really don't like. I mean, if you put it in Transformer, that type of movie, I get it. When you put it in a Chinese drama, as a period drama, no. No, that doesn't work for me. If it works for you, fair, but me, no. That's the 4 things from the drama itself that I observed that puts me off, but the biggest thing actually doesn't come from the drama. It comes from freaking live comment. So in China, dramas have live comment. If you watch Viki drama, you will know what it is. It's the people who type in, comments to a particular plot point at the moment when they're watching. But in China, it goes like across the screen instead of like, rotate on the top. So it's pretty like epic when the drama is like watched by a lot of people. I always turn it on because when I watch, I want to also see what the general observation from other people are. It's common for people to actually buy comments, right, in this type of things. It's like very normal to see that. But this drama has so many of it, and it's done in such a way that it puts me off very, very strongly. I've never actually observed another drama that has live comment section that operates in this way. In every episode I've seen, there are actually a lot of those comments, and in every part of the time code, they're pasted. And it's all talking about things that are not directly related to that particular plot point that's happening at the time. If you notice about live comment, the funny thing about it is if a really funny plot point, lines or action gets happening, spoken on screen, and it makes people laugh, or something really shocking or epic happens, what you will see is immediately after that, the comments will start to all be talking about that previous second particular plot point. That's what real comment are. They react real time to the particular thing. In this drama, you see a lot of things that's generic, that doesn't apply to that particular point. And they talk about things that are very weird, like that CGI is so well done. Wait, if CGI is really well done, then you don't notice it is CGI. If you can tell it's CGI, then it's still CGI. And also, there are ever only live comment about CGI that's badly done, and people would say 5毛, which is like 50 cents. So they spent 50 cents making that CGI. If it's well done, people wouldn't really talk about it, like at least in my observation. In this drama, you see a lot of comments about how good the CGI is, and then how good the cinematic look of it. It looks like 大片 blockbuster. I'm like, what? The quality of cinematography of this drama is just okay, like standard, not bad, but not even in my opinion, like close to Noveland, Eagle Flag. And there's so many of them like talking about how cinematic it looks. I'm like, huh? There's literally comments that keeps showing up in every episode and in huge quantity, talking about the plot is so well written, it's so tight, it's so not draggy, it's so interesting, oh, the acting is so well. You know, it's a generic thing that's not reacting to a particular plot point and sounds like cut-paste. And there's so many of them. I've never seen a drama with that many fake live comments. I don't care if it's the platform that does it itself, or the drama's production company does that, or anybody's fandom did it. It's just ugly. It puts you off so much, it makes the drama stink with the smell of fraud. That, I think, is one of the biggest things that I've discovered from this drama that just makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. I happen to be someone who's watched too many dramas to really spot what kind of comment comes from real people and what is like paid and cut and paste and not genuine. And I don't like it. I feel it's so unnecessary. These are a couple of things I've observed from this drama that made me probably will not go back to watch it. At the end of this, I do want to let everyone know I am not against any particular actor, actresses, whatever in this drama. It's just the drama itself is not interesting enough, and there happen to be things in this drama, quite a lot of them, that make me feel quite difficult to continue watching it. It may be a totally different story for you. This is just my opinion as a reference for you to decide whether you want to spend your time watching this drama. At the end of this year, a lot of period drama are coming out right now, and even actually platform owners, you know, like the CEOs of, like, for example, iQIYI actually came out and speaking. They're gonna release a ton of period dramas right now and also into the first quarter of next year, because a lot of period dramas have been piled up due to the 70th anniversary China's restriction of period drama period ending, and everybody is trying to throw out their like stock, right? Because they need to give space for next year's new stuff. So you're gonna see a lot of period dramas coming out right now, leading up to Chinese New Year. Probably it's gonna be everywhere. There'll be so many, too many for you to watch, too many for me to watch, too much work. Yeah, I really look forward to an insanely busy holiday season buried by Chinese period dramas. And before I go, the pins, the Untamed pins, will become available this week again in my shop. And also, together with some really pretty and new stuff that I've spent so much time and money trying to make it realized in real life, it's close to a point where I can sell them, so really good. I'll let you guys know in my community post, also Facebook, Instagram, when these things become available if you're interested. I think there's still time, just about enough time to actually make it a holiday gift. At least I think for people who live in North America. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.